Yeah, what works. Well, yeah, I fixed it again. It's fine.
I thought your thing was broken yesterday. I was like, he's not gonna fix it in time for the league race, surely. Huh? He's managed to do it somehow. GG's. GG's. All right. Waiting for everybody slowly. Give everybody 5 minutes. The only thing I want to talk about really is the safety car again. It's nothing much else to talk about.
Safety car or
Don't have enough time to make a coffee.
Oh
It's
yeah,
bright
go
and
for it.
early over here in Oklahoma.
Oh nice, you're in Oklahoma. That's good. Good, good, good.
All right,
You're
cool. I'm
from
gonna go make a
America.
coffee. Won't miss
Go for it,
anything
mate.
then.
No worries. Go for it. Gonna give it 5 minutes anyway before we start, so just wait for everyone. Geez, we got so many Americans racing. What is this? We've got Americans, we've got Europeans, we've got Asians. Bloody hell.
Been practicing. I've
What
done
the
my
fuck is
kilometer
a
conversions.
kilometer?
I've done my kilometer
You
conversions.
guys, okay, by the way, I'm a big NASCAR fan, so don't worry. I can do these jokes. You do realize the first corner at Monza is a right-hander, right? Just saying.
Got it. Got it. I've done my studying. Taking a look at all major incidents.
Oh, oh God, major incidents. Which one? We have one almost every day, it seems like nowadays.
Avoid any Lewis and Verstappen type of situation.
Oh, what? I'm gonna say, Naf, that there's 100% chance of safety car. Both races at lap one. Both races at lap one, turn one. Calling it now. I'm gonna say that. How many people do we have for the race today? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Not too bad. I was hoping to get 20. Let me do a quick attendance check to see who is being naughty. Uh, oh. Is Joshua Lee here? Is he? No, he's not. Okay. Oh no, he is here. Josh, can we help this guy? Because it's a whoa, what's happening with this thing? Does anybody know a solution to this dude's thing just tabbing out? Not tabbing out, but like minimizing with the texture notification? Because normally when you press OK,
Just
that
click
whole
OK.
thing just.
Just click OK, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
It
just goes
happens
apparently,
to me
away
too.
typically.
yeah, good
Yeah,
idea
totally too.
actually.
I just click OK. It tabs out for me as well, but I click OK and it tabs back in and it's totally fine.
Um, Try to install the mod and place it directly in all tracks folder. There we go. See if we can get sort to that. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick attendance check. Da, 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 da. Tried it a couple of minutes ago. Uh, how many people do we have? We can use the normal Monza layout. We have less than 26 people. No, including broadcast. How many do we
No,
have?
don't change it now, man. Just use what you are
Doesn't
using.
make doesn't make a difference because it's not a mod track. It's a vanilla track, so it'll be the same. Won't make any difference because we have less than 26 people. We can use the vanilla.
Don't fix something that ain't broken.
Here you go.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I don't want to do it to miss a race. Let me.
Oh, right, because Novel is having issues. Never mind. Yeah, just
I
fix
mean,
it then.
Josh, would it be too much of a hassle? It's just changing the track. It's not a mod track, so it's not like everyone has to install it and you have to like change everything. I don't think it's an issue.
My concerns are different track limits and so on.
think we won't get 26 people on. The max number of players we can have is 23 because 3 people will be me. Well, 3 of them will be me, Hydro, and Kenjay. We'll be doing stewarding, so we can have a max of 23, and I think we will definitely have less than 23. Let me do a check now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, we've got 22 people on board right now. Yeah. Okay, attendance, right. Let's do that. Note who's going to be racing. So I can remove Rip Rohe. Oh my god, there's a million things happening right about now. Right. Okay.
By the way, Kendrick, you're streaming this on YouTube, by the way.
Who is
Just so you know.
here? Who the fuck is your mom? What? What? Say what?
Look, it's your mom.
no.
That's exactly what that person wanted, is what he's saying.
Mm.
You gave them exactly what they wanted.
No. Suchi is here. I think Birek is. I think I saw him. Yeah. Kai is here. Yes, I saw Kai. Felix is not here. That's okay. He said he can't make it. Cyborg's here. Shark's here. And someone named Animism's meant to be here, but he's not here.
Are you doing something with the server right now?
I put it down because I turned it off for the briefing.
It had this. I had turned off a little bit ago. I was just making sure it wasn't just happening to me randomly.
Nah. All good. You're fine. These people say they're gonna be here, and then when they're not here, I know it's Julia's here, Kat's here, Nao's here, Bam Bang's here, Blood TP is here, Snowmobile is here, Rohe can't make it, Mr. X-Race Director's here, Faster Than Light is here. So you got 2 people missing, but I'm not gonna hold the briefing off for 2 people. Okay, live safety car will only happen maybe at lap 1 because I don't foresee like a million people crashing on lap 2. And if you guys do manage to crash, like a multi-car crash in lap 2, how have you managed to do that? So the way the safety car works is you all will stay in the voice chat, but you all will be muted. The only one who will be allowed to speak is me. If I see a crash, I will immediately say safety car. Hydro will then hear me, and then he will go on the server chat. Actually, I don't think Hydro can do it. Oh yeah, Hydro can. No, he doesn't have access to ACSM, does he? I'll make him an account. So Hydra will type safety car in the server chat. You guys are expected to roll off the throttle. Anybody who breaks gets an instant penalty because the rules clearly state that you can't break.
Yeah, that
sorry,
makes
again?
sense.
No, of course it doesn't include the corner. Go look at the definition of a braking zone. If you're in the braking zone of a corner, of course you're going to have to brake. But if you're braking in a straight line with people directly behind you, then what are you doing? So yeah. And then I expect you also to single file. And then when I say safety car in, that's when Hydra will put the safety car in message on the server chat. And then as soon as I will start accelerating, and then the leader is a de facto safety car at that point. And then he or she can choose when to go. And obviously you can't catch up to the safety car. And the person who, how about braking to avoid a dude in front braking? Again, it just depends on the circumstance. I think if you're doing that to avoid an incident, obviously you're not going to get a penalty because Felix did that under the safety car last week, right? He technically braked, like it looked like he created a gap to the car ahead to build a run, but then when you saw it, it was like, oh, he was actually braking because someone was sideways in front of him, and he can't penalize someone who is sideways trying to avoid a crash. So, yeah, no. If you're avoiding a crash, then obviously you're not going to get a penalty for that. But you need to have the telemetry. Yeah.
is in a real race on that situation, you're gonna have a spotter telling you when the first guy goes, so you know not to go and when it is safe to go, and it's for
Spot,
safety, obviously. So
spotter.
maybe the person watching, whoever the steward is, say go 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 whenever the first guy goes, so we all know that he's
Well,
actually gone.
spotters only exist in NASCAR as far as I'm aware. And the second of all,
No.
if you do want something like that, what I can do is I can say it over the voice chat saying the leader can choose when to go, like the leader can choose to go now. Oh, okay. How about this? I'll word it in a way where the leader can go now, and then it's up to the leader to choose when to go between that point and the start finish line. As simple
Exactly.
as that. Up and
Yeah.
then obviously no overtaking till the start finish line as well. So if you want to go before the parabolic, I won't call. They changed the name of that last corner to something. I'll always keep calling it parabolic. I don't know what they changed it to. Um, yeah, anytime. You can go anytime. So, anyone have any questions about the safety car rules? I will not accept English as not my first language excuses because we've been through this before. No, they changed it. It used to be Parabolica. They changed the name of that last corner, which is I think it's what is it? Yeah, it's always Parabolica. Exactly, it'll always be Parabolica. I think they named it Alboreto. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, they changed it to Alboreto. And I was like I was watching FP2 and they started calling it Alboreto Corner. I was like, what corner is that? That's Parabolica. That's not Alboreto. Anyways, what is this dude's name? Michele Alboreto? I forgot his name. Old Italian F1 driver. Oh, it's funny, right? It's no. Fuck you, Bus. No, it's funny. Think about this. So there's been two Italian F1 world champions ever. One of them is Ascari. There's a corner named after Ascari. Obviously, the Ascari chicane. The other for Formula One world champion is Farina, who was the first ever F1 world champion. He doesn't have a single corner named after him. What are the Italians doing? They need to name a corner after him. He was the first ever champion in F1. But no. Anyways, back to serious talk. Safety car covered. Lap one last week was shambles, but it wasn't as bad I was expecting it to be because it was just one person missing the breaking point in the first race, and then in the next race it was somebody getting on the grass. And obviously, when you're on the grass, it's kind of unavoidable, unless you're Lewis Hamilton, apparently. So the second race actually wasn't vile at all, actually. So last week turn one wasn't too bad. Hopefully, it's the same now this weekend. Patient, obviously, into turn one, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Just like
I mean, I was pretty
kind
happy
of
with last week's. Yeah,
Excuse me.
it was
Excuse
yeah.
me.
track limits, white line. Yeah, question. Go ahead.
I have a question about the mandatory. Does we have the mandatory to pit or nah?
No.
Nah. You don't have to, but you probably will because of the fuel and tire wear rate.
Yeah, I know. I know from
But if you,
I tested
it's,
before and it's we need to pit.
There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
We
you
need
do.
to pit.
mandatory tire change then.
Not
No.
because the tire, I guess because
Yeah.
the fuel is memes.
You can
Yeah,
just do
it's up.
whatever you want with this strategy. It's fine.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah,
Okay.
The
guys,
biggest
track
thing is just
limits.
mind P's and Q's on the start.
Yeah, guys, please look after the track limits because it was literally a nightmare last week to go through all the track limits and the penalties. So yeah, please don't do it again. I would like a nice, easy night. I don't want to look through all that again. I mean, Rohe's not racing, so it makes our life a bit easier. I'm sorry, Rohe.
It's gonna be hard because everybody want to cut the track every single time in Ascari.
Yeah, well, you do that. You can do it in qualifying, but you do it in the race and you get caught, you're gonna get a penalty after three of those. So up to you.
Okay.
um, Apart from that, what else is to cover? There's not much else to cover. It was same race as last week. Obviously, 300% tire wear, fuel wear for this weekend, so it levels out the playing field a bit because, yeah, obviously, if it was 200% again this week, it would have been very unfair because the Z4 drivers would have had so much information. They would have known when to pit, when to do this, when to do that, and then they would have had an unfair advantage, especially given the short notice. So that's why this weekend is 300%, just to bring the level at the playing field. But the next weekend onwards, it'll be back to 200% again. Apart from that, not much to cover. All right, let's get started because it's already 9:50 and I don't hell holding us too long. Stay in the voice chat. I will server mute everybody if you aren't already. The only persons who are allowed to speak are me, Kenjake, and Hydra. That's about it. So yeah, don't leave. Stay in here. And yeah, have fun. I'm gonna put the server. I think Josh, will you put the server up or do you want me to put it up? Let me know. Um server's already up. Good. Alright, guys, go into the server then. I think it should be fine. Let me try loading into it now. I'll mute myself. Hold on. Yeah. You can only the only persons who can unmute us three, and then you just unmute if you have to say anything.
Hello and warm greeting to you all, people around the world watching and tuning in to Artito Racing GT, the BMW Z4 Cup Cars. So today, we begin Season 8 with a bang with all the GT4 Cup Cars running around. Well, of course, we are now, as traditional, we start in Monza on our round 1, and joining with me is nobody. I will be this. This personally is my very first, or should I say, my in a long line of commentary. This will be my very first individual commentary on the races. So right now we are starting qualifying with these drivers, and we will be seeing who will come out on top as one of the fastest racers in Artito. Sit back, relax, grab a snack as we await the the BMW Z4 qualifying. Right now, as we can see, the first guys on track. And it looks to me that Slushy Cat will be the first person to be out on track to be starting their hot lap. Right now, we have, if I'm not mistaken, around 17 or more drivers that is currently participating in this Grand Prix. And I think it's going to be a very busy qualifying session for these drivers. Lots of fancy liveries, and their creative juices flowing out of these drivers as they make their very own liveries for this series. And right now we're just waiting for these drivers to start their hot lap. Lots of familiar names as well for these drivers, and lots of newcomers as well. I hope they would enjoy their stay here in this Grand Prix. Now, of course, just to add, on our previous series, we did restart the races once we saw a lot of cars piling up, especially in turn 1 in Monza. But right now we are going to be introduced to a new system of starting the races whenever there's a big incident, which will be the safety car, of course, being driven by none other than our race director himself, Flying Sane. Right now, as we can see, Slushy Cat running her first lap around in Monza, and then it seems to be unfortunate that he has or she rather has a lap car traffic starting in front of him. It's very tidy so far in Variante de la Rocha, but still, I don't know how much he's going to be bothered by the traffic in front of him, and it looks like he's getting impeded right now by Sharku. Brand new name, an American driver. No, Slushy Cat isn't gonna like that at all. We currently have 7 minutes on our timer. But still a bit stiff and wide up it in Ascari as she cuts the chicane on exit. So right now we're going to see the benchmark time is going to be put up in place by none other than Slushy Cat herself, sorry. So many corrections. On towards the main straight now. He does it in The benchmark time right now is held by NAF with a 148.2. Fairly quick for a Z4. Still could be faster by the other drivers. Let's go on board now with the other drivers. Julia Brown. Fastest lap goes to NAP with 147.615. A new benchmark time has been posted. Now we'll, of course, remember NAF being one of the crown champions here in Artito. Still living up to his name. Less than 5 minutes on the clock now. Other drivers are still not turned in their times yet. Julia Brown now across the finish line, and there's a hazard on track as someone is just stopped there. And Julia Brown has been moved up to position 4 and now moved down to position 5. Slushy Cat still going for another lap. Those are some crazy color schemes by one of the new drivers, Virek. On that Z4, we're going to take a closer look on that livery. Too metallic and perhaps too much of Banta Black on the primary color. Still very creative and quite new. Taking Valiant to the Roja, very clean. 3 minutes now on the clock. Still plenty of time to make their hot lap, 1 or 2 more. And who is this? Seems quite new, seems kinda comic to me. And there's one very creative design for that livery. Maybe inspired by one of the cars that race in Le Mans. And he goes back on the pit. Minutes now on the clock. 2 minutes signaling until the end of the qualifying. And right now we'll be summarizing up the top 10. First place we have NAF posting in a 147.615. Still the fastest lap out there. And that's a great livery for the BMW. Reminds me a lot of the old Porsches, honestly, the Rothmans livery. Nicely done. And in second place, and only 1/10 behind, Slushy Cat. In third place, we have Faster Than Light. Fourth, we have Virek. Fifth, we have E-Cyborg. 6 is Kanda Kasum na sumapot. 7th, we have Jerry Ramadan. 8th, none other than our previous race director, Ryan Plangetin, 3rd drifter. And as I say, not bad from the old chap. He's still in the top 10, placing in 8th place. Still faster, but let's see if we could go faster in the race. And right now, we have Slushy Cat with the faster time of 1:47.5. Only a tenth upper than Nap. We'll see if Nap will answer back with his hot lap right now, and we're going on board. Still being a tenth up. Everybody else have to finish up their laps now. As Snap goes across the line, will he make it? Will he put Slushy down back on second? And yes, he does, only by a thousandth of a second. Amazing drive by Nap. By 4 thousandths. Well, to me, that gap is only down by a hair. And looks like Slushy Cat is not going for another. It looks like Faster Than Light will also stay in 3rd place. Followed by in 4th place we have B-Rec. 5th place we have T-Cyborg. 6 is Kandra. 7 is Jerry. 8, Tim Stall, the boss. Surprising to see him down there, but perhaps still posting another fast lap. We'll go on board just to see how his lap is going to be. Keeping it fairly tight in Curva Biasono. Let's see how he does in Variante de la Roja. Takes a bit of too much curve there. And perhaps, I don't know if you've touched the gravel on exit. Oh, fairly wide on Lesmos. The second part of Lesmos, still good. Down on the back straight now. Many of the trees whizzing by on your head. Crossing over on the old oval track of Monza. Heading over now to Ascari. Fairly clean cut so far. Keeping it nice and tidy. Cutting a bit and maybe biting a bit of the grass on the exit. Let's see now how he handles Parabolica. Fairly clean on the exit. Nice and tidy. Where does the boss put that car in? And so far, holds 8th place. And there you have it, where we conclude our first ever qualifying session for this race. I think he's still going for it. Was only the last car. Still putting out another lap. Fairly clean, much more respectable lap than the previous one. Starting it out right. Again in Lesmos 1. Will he do it fairly tidy? Keep it inside on the exit, nice and tidy. Much better than the previous lap. Over now to Lesmo 2. Good chunk of the curve being taken. And I think that is the end of the qualifying session. Unfortunately for the boss, still in 8th place, just ahead of Ryan Tangeton. And in that we have Joshua Lee. 11, Julia Brown. 12 is Kai Koshigawa. 13th, Suchi, previous name in Artito. 14th, Bima Surya. 15th, Anemonism. 16th, Muhammad. 17th, Norwal, another American driver. 18th of Kyle P. 19th in Short Food. And there we have it, all 19 drivers posting their positions for the race. And as we can see, we have 30 minutes of racing for both races actually. Only just a minute more until the nerves come down to these drivers. How will they handle the first corner in Monza? Turn 1 Monza is always notorious for drivers crashing into each other because of that very tight section. So we are now going to travel. And I'm fairly certain that one of these levels of, even at this high of a caliber, we just can't I think we just can't get away of not hitting each other because of the nature of the corners being so tight. A fast right-hander flick, then a much tighter left-hander is going to funnel through the drivers, and I think going very aggressive in turn 1 is not the way to go in Monza. Perhaps the worst case scenario that you might encounter in Monza is being in the mix of having a 3 wide or a 4 wide. Still, I don't think it's the right aggression to do, but as we can see here, all the drivers are now lining up for the grid. As we await for the clock to dial down, everybody's nerves will still be at an all-time high. And I don't know about you guys, but Season 8 is Season 8. It's still a new, fresh start for the season. Many new faces starting, and many more drivers to encounter. "30 seconds now on the clock. Nerves are kicking in. Anxious to wait for the red lights to go out and start the race. "10 seconds now, waiting for the 6 red lights to come up. Everybody revving their engines. Everybody's hyped. And the jump start has been seen. Or Ryan, probably? It must be Ryan. The nerves are kicking in. There was a jump start for the the guy in 8th place, now in 9th place now. There's 3 wide into the back straight. Are they keeping it clean so far? And yes, they have. Oh, there's been an incident between T Cyborg and another car on back. Still fairly clean. We're gonna go to the drivers in front. We'll be looking out for many more incidents, and hopefully they'll be getting away clean. Nap is already pulling out a very big lead, a respectable 2.6 second lead. And now 2 wide, heading into the Roger chicane. Oh, Slushy Cat taking too much curves out there, and Ryan Falcon is out. He's sliding. He's on his way to the back of the grid. Unfortunate for the Indonesian driver.
Safety car. There was like a crash in the chicane.
Safety car has been launched.
Let's roll off.
Safety car has been launched. Everybody will be rolling, and another incident from the back. Slushy Cat being taken out probably. Oh, go, it's Kai Koshigawa. Now on the back. Of course, everybody has to slow down now for the launch of the safety car. We'll be looking out the safety car now, being driven by no other than Flying Sane, just waiting for that, just waiting for the grid to come up behind him. There we go, the race director now going on his place, still waiting for the pack to come behind him.
So anybody who has damage, just hit the slap.
So
We have turn 2.
let's check out who will be the drivers who will be heading down to the pits for damage repairs. As at the moment, we don't have anyone heading into the pit lane, and there's 2 drivers now heading in. That will be Key Cyborg. I can recognize him from his livery, and also I think it's Ryan Plangeton just serving his drive-through at the moment, but there he goes. Drive-through has been served during the safety car period, and very strategic indeed. Let's go back to our race director now, going over to watch the rest of the field. Just moving up and heating their tires up. Of course, they're weaving to generate heat, just to maintain the heat on their tires for the grip. As we can see here, there is one driver indeed moving out the pit lane. It is Suchi. Of course, we're still waiting. There we are, our very own safety car for Artito Racing. That is also one of our newest format in our races now. A great addition to our races, indeed. We're still waiting for Suchi to come onto the back of the grid as he rejoins the rest of the pack. Still, I'm surprised some of these drivers are still not bunching up. They are fairly scattered at the moment. Isn't that a sight to behold? Again, lap 2 now for our safety car. Still have 25 minutes to go with our racing, and we're still watching and waiting for the very last car to rejoin the pack. Let's go on board to Suki and how close he is. Still very far away from the pack, indeed. He is surely taking his time in gathering that track position. Then at the very end of the screen, we can see the very last car on the back. Safety car is now
in, I think it's not backing up the pack.
Safety car is now coming back in, and Nap has absolute control over the pack right now.
Everyone naps the safety car now, de facto safety car.
Still, for me, the grid is still clustered. Some drivers are still far away. They're too far away from the other drivers.
Okay, Naf, you can go between now and the start-finish line. No overtaking. You'll just say start-finish line.
Here we go. Safety car is now in NAP, the de facto safety car now. And he's going out and restarting the race once again has commenced. Oh, somebody in the back. I think I was lucky cat just taking a bit too wide on the corner. Maybe trying to avoid an incident. Still fairly clean so far. I think we're seeing somebody making a move. And I think Ryan Plankitem is now... Oh my goodness me, I have no words for what is happening right now, but it looks like it's getting fairly clean. Somebody's gonna be taken out. But Taiko Shigawa, I think, holds position for now. Let's look at the action right in front as we can see, I think, an amazing battle between the bus and VREC right now. The bus gets taken out on the inside. What is going on? Holds 9th place now, but he would be very furious by what is happening at the moment. And it's not looking good. The bus still trying to fight back now, fighting back. He's Cyborg for back position. Oh, there's few bumps here and there. It's not looking good for the bus at the moment. Let's go on board with the other drivers who's still fighting. Under now, maybe lining up, setting up a move on Shark Food, and will he get the move? We're still side by side on Ascari. And as things pans out, and there's been an incident, but she got this big turnaround on the main straight. Also an unfortunate event for that driver. See, Shark Food is just being beaten by everybody else out there, being harassed for position. Not making the fastest lap of the race with a 1.9. Sorry. How fast did he do it? I didn't see. I was quite busy looking at the fight at the back of the grid. Right now, we have two drivers lining up and cycling up a position down on the first corner. Down the chicane they go. Ryan Plankitem holds the inside. Now that's to the outside. Taiko Shigawa goes in front, and Shark Food has been spun round. Ralphie as well, and I think it's fairly fine so far, but let's see what's going on with the drivers right in front. Ryan Plankitem round on the outside of Curva Biasono. Heading over to the Rocha chicane. Sides up a move down the inside, goes Ryan Plankitem, backs away if it takes better of himself, maybe on the exit, down on the power. Ryan Plankitem goes. Still fighting with Taiko Shigawa, and Taiko Shigawa still maintaining his position down in 12th place. Other drivers now looking at Tsuchi still at the back, still fighting for his dear life to gain another position. And right at the moment, Josh Lee down in 15th place. Now side by side by Shark Food on the straight. Shark Food has the inner line inside Ascari, and will we see a move being done? Switcheroo maybe no, but Shark Food makes a mistake, and Josh Lee capitalizes on it. Right in the front, we have Algraf. I think that was a collision between them. A light long tap faster than light, now posting 148.2 now as the fastest lap of the race. Second place has the fastest lap of the race. Right now, we're looking at the bus still side by side, going to the main straight. Somebody is trapped, and I think the bus might have to make two overtakes here, and look at that, two overtakes for the bus, but he gets spun round as he gets stopped by the guy behind him. Oh, it spins again. Tires are heated up, and right now he is at the back, and I think retires from the race and have now disconnected. And he is furious and out of it. Quite unfortunate for a driver of his caliber, but right now we're focusing on the guys in front. Wilma Surya now makes a move down the inside, goes into 6th place. Still watching as battles progress. Sumapot still waiting for that opportunity. Quite frustrating, but he gets down on power on the exits. Putting it on grass. There's no room for these drivers. There's no respect, no rules. And that should be taken note by the race director and the stewards. That is a very, very naughty move from the guys. As of now, they're still waiting for an opportunity. Barely close to Surya. I think they're fairly even on the main straight, but Surya has the inside line over. Go heading over to Curva Parabolica, and there we go. Will we see a switcheroo? Maybe. Here we go. We're looking at it right now. Surya goes well wide into the corner and dives into the pits. Sumaput is now diving into the pits. Meanwhile, Anemonism, that's a mouthful to say, and Surya now fighting for position. Anemonism is now on the inside, currently being pushed out by the driver in front. Surya maintains position for now. Let's look at what the other drivers are currently doing. Naf at the moment is just running away with this race. Gap now is down to 4.2 now, 4.2 seconds now. And I think Surya and Anamonism switches place. Meanwhile, the drivers behind were still going to watch what is going on. Taiko Shigawa now in the 10th place. Goes into the top 10. Still a long way to go in this race. 16 minutes we have on the clock. Tons and tons of more action still to come in this race. Now on board with Kaiko Shigawa as we're looking at the battles going on in front of him. I think Surya is just getting well wide on the exit, but there we go. Kaiko Shigawa on the main straight makes the move. Still waiting. Who's gonna come out on top once we head over to the Parabolica, and Kaiko Shigawa around the outside goes for the overtake. Spectacular move from the new guys. Great racing so far. And now Key Cyborg now have the draft just behind the Kaiko Shigawa. Will he make the move down in turn 1? Will we see a dive from these drivers? We'll check and see. Key Cyborg now, maybe diving down the inside, sizing up the move on Kaiko Shigawa. Makes the move and goes out in front. Kaiko Shigawa goes back into 10th place. These guys are not letting off any steam. Aggression is still out there, and look at that. Maybe will we see a dive from the inside? That's fairly far away, and dives it way downtown. And there we go. Kaiko Shigawa back in 9th place. Spectacular dive bomb. Still fairly clean, and there we go. Will we see some more action between these drivers? Oh, I think he goes back down to 10th place. What happened? Did I miss something out there? Let's go back to Suchi, and Suchi is just parking on the side of the road. What has happened to the guy? Is he going to retire from the race? We don't know. We're going to confirm later on, but there we go. We go back to the battles between Kaiko Shigawa and Key Cyborg. Oh, somebody is in the back. Joshua Lee is hit the wall, maybe flipped on the exit too much, and now he's paying the price. Narwhal now might make the move on Joshua Lee heading over to the Parabolica. Let's see. Narwhal has the overspeed around the outside and takes it fairly clean and easy. Virek is now into the pits. I don't think there's a mandatory pit stop, but I think the drivers are pitting in for their stop for fresher tires and fuel maybe. Faster than light, now in third place. Looking forward to the battle on the guy in front. Ferdy Gary Ramadan. Guy on second place. Only half a second in between them. Will we see a battle heading on to these guys in front? Still fairly close between the drivers. Rising up. Maybe trying the intimidation factor on Ferdy Gary. There we go. Maybe on less mode 2. They're still side by side. Doesn't make the moves. Thought better of himself. Might wait until the two biggest straights here in Monza. Let's see the battle. Will they keep it nice and tidy through Ascari? Oh, I think none of the drivers tried to hit one of the curbings there. Faster than light going at. Getting a faster exit while not mounting the curbs, and there we go. We're looking at the battle. They're side by side at the moment. Heading over to Parabolica, who's gonna come out on top, and Faster Than Light is now in second place. Ferdy Gary though might have the cutback once he head over to turn 1. Gary or Jerry might have the position here, but I don't think so. Now dives down into the pit. At the moment, Faster Than Light has provisional pole at the moment. We're gonna wait and see. I have no clue whether what tactics these guys have, but Virek now is trying to maintain the position down in Parabolica. Still in 11th place. Still not diving into the pits. They might have dove into the pits a few laps ago. Just waiting if Kandra might make the move on Virek. Still far away, so maybe not. Oh, he's getting fairly close. Maybe outbrake himself there. Just a bit too hot on the brakes. There we go. At the moment, they're the closest cars who's battling at the moment. And I think Virek is just... Sorry. I think Kandra is just... moving away from the battle at the moment. Virek just clearing off Kandra. Now we go back to the battles behind. We now see Slushy Cat sizing up Kaiko Shigawa over at Pulverbiasono. Let's wait and see when he dive down the inside over to the door of the chicane. There we go. Successful, done and dusted. As he makes the move, which puts her on 13th place. Ushigawa though, still maintaining, still on that leg, still watching the tail. Watching if Slushy Cat might have an accident, but very clean so far. And Gary is now the guy on pole. He's in first place. I don't think he has stopped yet. I have no idea who's the driver who has stopped or not. Let's switch over to another leaderboard. Cat well maintaining his move over Anemonism. But look at that. Anemonism has the trap. He's not making the use of that trap, but as you can see, he's slightly pulling away, but he's not on any position. But he might make it on the second portion of the chicane. But let's see what will happen between these two drivers. And Slushy Cat takes a huge chunk of the chicane, and Anemonism gets turned wide. It's turned sideways by Kaiko Shigawa. That is an incident to look after. Ryan Plangeten now in 13th place. Anemonism is now in 16th place. That was a huge incident between that, and I believe you will not like what just happened with him. Usually now down on 15th place, still fighting for his life to get into the top 10. Gets close to Suchi right now and is getting close down over the Lesmos 2. Will we see a move or maybe a switcheroo, maybe a wider line for exit, and Suchi I think made a mistake, and there it goes. Joshua Lee capitalizes on that. Joshua Lee now safe heading into the straight, but still Suchi might make a dive on the inside. This is not looking good, and Suchi thinks better of himself. There you go, Joshua Lee now in 14th place. At the moment, Jerry is now still in first place with a huge gap of 8.4. I don't think he has stopped yet. Right between that is second place we have. I do not want to bother calling out his name. Maybe Algifa, maybe on second place. Sorry if I'm butchering your names, guys. Really hard. Now, Key Cyborg now in 9th place. Down, he has the inside line between Slushy Cat and... Nope, does not make the move. Slushy Cat maintains 9th place. And as of now, we can see might try to take the drop and the slipstream heading over to the inside of the Royal Chicane. Slushy Cat goes defensive. Tries to maintain, maybe switcheroo. No, a bit too wide for Key Cyborg there. Now he's right behind him is Kai Koshigawa, is putting the pressure on him. Excuse me. Koshigawa now on the right behind the rear bumper of Key Cyborg. Only 0.3 of a second separating these drivers. Really the closest guys in front. What will we see from these drivers? Key Cyborg just pulling away, mounting a lot of curves there. Let's look at faster than light now. Without on 6th place, faster than light, posting a 1.7.9. What the faster time should be, you can see on the Z4, but heading over now to 11th place. Battle for 10th position between Kai Koshigawa and Key Cyborg. There's a battle going on for perhaps 8th place then. Let us see from the perspective of Bima Surya. A Slushy Cat is just close to the rear bumper. We might expect a move down over to Maria. Forgot the name. Dollar Chicane, Slushy Cat on the outside. What will happen between these two? Maybe on the brakes. Oh, that's movement on the brakes there by Surya. And one thing to note there, but mounts the curbs and gets a better exit. Slushy Cat covers him off. Key Cyborg now maybe might try to make the move. No, backs out of it. Maybe unless Mode 2. What will we see from all these actions? Slushy Cat now in 8th place. We're gonna watch behind on her rear wing. Key Cyborg now gets the position on the main straight. Let's check what's going on with these drivers, and it looks like it's gonna be 3 wide. No, I think Surya just closes the door just in time against Koshigawa. Oh, Koshigawa goes wide and slips, hits the wall on the straight. Still not out of this fight. Still there, just waiting. Surya gets overtaken by Ryan Planet 10, maybe makes the move. They're trying, they're fairly close to one another. But somehow these drivers got away incident free. Kai Koshigawa now sides up behind these two drivers now. Ryan Blankenton squeezes him on the inside of the corner on the main straight. It's battle side by side. It's gonna be a hazard. Somebody is heading over on the exit of the pits, and Luria might make the position. No, they're still side by side. Ryan Blankenton takes the inside now on the exit. Down on the power, Surya goes in front. It's 3 wide, heading over to Biasamono. There's still 3 wide. There's a bit of love tap between Ryan and Surya there, between these two countrymen. It's gonna be. We might see a monumental overtake from Kaiko Shigawa. No, Ryan Blankenton might lose 2 positions, and Ryan Blankenton gets pushed onto the gravel. Kaiko Shigawa pushes. No room for Ryan Blankenton. Stewards were gonna look after that incident. Algefan now in 11th place, Kaiko Shigawa on 10th place, and from what things look like, Jerry has now gone over to the pits, and we're still waiting as there we go. Rap once again takes first place away from Jerry. And now 2 seconds separating 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. Going back to the battle, Key Cyborg now has the slipstream on Slushy Cat. How will Slushy Cat react to this fight? What will we see here? Heading over to turn 1, goes on the left portion of the track. Oh, takes it from the outside. Great move from Key Cyborg right there, but Slushy Cat is trying to answer back. Now fairly close once again to Key Cyborg. We're having a ding-dong battle at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Grab at anything you can. This might be something else between the two drivers. Key Cyborg goes defensive and backs out on the inside. Quite odd to see there, but there we go. Slushy Cat once again takes 7th place, but Key Cyborg is still answering back, is still counter-punching on what Slushy Cat is doing. Once again, over to the Straits of Monza. Will we see another move by Key Cyborg against Slushy Cat? Maybe, maybe not. As we can see, Key Cyborg is fairly patient with his moves. Less than 1 minute to go. No room for error this time. We will have this lap and the next lap. We only have 2 laps of racing left for these guys. So once again, Key Cyborg is going outside the slipstream. Maybe tactics not to catch up, probably just against Slushy Cat over the main straight. He might make a move on turn 1, but as things look like, I think he's really out of it for the meantime. Still far away from Slushy Cat, but let's wait and see. We might see a dive bomb from way downtown, and as I expected, there is, and Slushy Cat closes the door on the apex. Not something that I would like to see from the drivers, but it happens. The Cyborg still maintaining that gap between them. Still half a second. It is now the final lap. On the top it says the leader has 2 more laps to go, so we might have another lap of racing after this. Let's wait and see. Cyborg still finding the lines just to get close against Slushy Cat, but still things look like at the moment, still far away. Now starting the final lap of the race. Let's go back to the action against Key Cyborg and Slushy Cat. Will we see a battle for 7th place at the moment? Hold on to your seats. Key Cyborg now. Less than half a second. Fairly clean, fairly tidy on exit. Fairly even on exit. As we go into the main straight once again. E-Cyborg closing in, closing in, closing in. Still far away from me for my liking, but will we see another dive bomb and a half? No, still way too far. Way too far to make a move. Goes down on power track. I can hear the traction control intruding the acceleration of T-Cyborg's car, but there we go. Still half a second to go. And some of the drivers are in the pits at the moment. I don't know what that is, but let's go back to the action against Key Cyborg and Slushy Cat. What will we see? Who will be the outcome? What is the outcome and who will be on 7th place? Less than half a second to go. Just one whole sector, just the 3rd sector, waiting for that overtake. Getting close, getting close. Hold on to your seats. Key Cyborg might make the move on Slushy Cat over that Tascari. Well, warm congratulations to Nap as he takes race 1, race victory for Nap on race 1. Heading over to the action now. What happened to Key Cyborg? And Key Cyborg goes wide and into the gravel. Loses out on the battle against Slushy Cat. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. V-Rec in 2nd place. 3rd place, we have Faster Than Light. Jerry on 4th place. Let's summarize it after the guys have crossed the finish line. Julia Brown on 6th. Slushy Cat on 7th. 8th place, hard fought battle. Key Cyborg on 8th. 9th place, we have Kai Koshigawa. 10th place, Joshua Lee. 11th place, Agifa. 12th place, we have Bima Surya. Not bad. 12th place is just not bad. Fine. Narwhal on 10th place. 14th, we have someone sliding. I think it's Shark Food. 15th, we have Animonism. Tough luck for him as he had an incident with one of the drivers. Ryan Plangeton and Suki. Just waiting for the action to die down and awaiting the results, the unofficial results of race 1. fairly long countdown as we await race 2. Still a minute and 40 seconds. Right here we can see a beautiful view over the safety cars in Artito. Of course, we do run the McLaren MP412C GT3 cars as the safety car, but mainly driven by Flying Sane himself. Beautiful view of the grid. And I think someone has disconnected. Guy on second place is not on the grid. Nerves are once again kicking in as we only have 30 seconds until lights go off. Seconds now until the lights go off for the signal of race 2 as we await the 6 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Easy line for me. But there we go as everybody starts out. Usually now heading into the first corner. What will we see here? Will we see clean racing? And I think someone got bumpy cyborg now onto the escape road, and I think somebody's getting collected there. And tons of chaos once again issued in turn 1. But still fairly clean than the previous race. No safety car maybe. We're still awaiting the decisions of the race director. Joshua Lee in first place. Slushy Cat maybe trying to make the move down on maybe less moves. Will we see Joshua Lee opens up the inside and Slushy Cat takes it and Joshua Lee goes wide. Slushy Cat now on first place, upgraded his position from second place. Still waiting for the other drivers. What will we see? Fairly clean so far. Let's get back into the action right in front. Let's go on board now with Key Cyborg. Oh, Joshua Lee! I think it was bumped. Joshua Lee, I think was bumped by Slushy Cat. We did not see much of the action that happened there, but we did see something out of it. Let's go on to the back now. The bus now on 11th place. Welcome back the bus as he tried to make things good out of race 2. At the moment, Kandra on 4th place, maybe having a battle with Faster Than Light. Will we see a move? Will we see a move being done into turn 1? Kandra now on the slipstream, getting closer and closer, goes to the inside. Will we see a move? Will we see a capitalization of this? And there we go. Down the inside he goes and takes third place cleanly away from Faster Than Light. Right behind we have Algirfa and Naf having a battle at the moment. Naf now on 7th place. Really well done by the truck drivers. The race 1 winner. And let's see here. Down the inside, Nap goes up in this position into 6th place. Faster Than Light still having a battle with Kandra, and Kandra on the outside maintains position for now. He's getting fairly close and close. Let's go on board with Faster Than Light. Whoa, aggressive defensive move from Kandra right there. Maybe even too late for my pace, but there we go. On the straight. The Small King heading over onto the old track. Round the outside, maybe from faster than light. What will we see? What will be the outcome of this? Oh, fairly tight, fairly close, but very clean from these drivers. We're seeing the level, the caliber of levels that we're having at the moment. Caliber of drivers. Faster than light. Around the outside, maybe. Ooh, somebody's having a look on the back. B-Rec is still waiting. Maybe waiting for the incident. Toshikan posting the fast lap of the race with 1:48.584. Extending his gap right now with a 1.1 gap. Now 1.2. Ooh, interesting actions being spotted here. What will we see? B-Rec maybe a double overtake? No. Keeps it fairly clean. And wow, takes up so many curbings faster than light. Sacrificing all these exit because of that curb mounting, and B-Rec makes the move. Maybe Nap will follow through on the De La Rosa chicane. We're still awaiting on what will happen. Kandra still maintains third place. Faster than light is still in fourth place. B-Rec still in fifth place. Nap maybe will make the move on B-Rec. He has the inside position. There he goes. And Nap upgrades his position to fifth place. Taking the position away from B-Rec, but B-Rec still answering back. Maybe Lesmos too. Makes a lot of curve. B-Rec now have the slipstream heading over to Ascari. I don't think Ascari is one of the places to be making the overtake. Fairly risky, but I don't know about these drivers. He's going to do it. B-Rec goes and takes the position away from Nap. Now I think Nap will be fighting back. Let's see the battle on behind all the action from Algirfa. Between Algirfa, the boss, Nap, and B-Rec. Still fairly close between these drivers. Let's go and let's take Nap as our main focus and our highlight here. Let's see what he will do against B-Rec. Oh, it's getting closer now, closer and closer than ever. Will we see a dive bomb from Nap? There it is, a dive bomb, and Nap takes the position away from B-Rec, but he spun maybe a small slip on the wheel. But still, Nap handles it beautifully and still fighting back. He's not letting up. Nap is not letting up at the moment. Now, Nap has the inside, heading over to the De La Rosa chicane. B-Rec just makes better on the braking zone and maintains position. Beautiful braking from B-Rec. Nap has the better exit though, heading over to Lesmos 1. Down the inside goes Nap. Nap still doesn't have the speed to match it. And the bus is now joining over as a third party, and then Nap takes a bit of a slip on the exit as he takes a lot of AstroTurf. And the bus has now taken the position away from Nap. Still not certain on what is happening at the moment. Faster than light is being relegated to fourth place. Still fighting back. Still trying to make the call. See what's going on between the battle between fourth and third place. They're side by side at the moment. Faster than light might have the position, might have the overspeed. Definitely has the track advantage. He's on the outside on Curva Parabolica. They're fairly tight. Battle is still going on between them. Faster than light is now in second place. Sorry, Faster than light is now in third place. And Kandra is on fourth place. Will we see an answer back? But let's head over to Nap. What will we see? Algirfa is quite aggressively defending that position away from Nap. And Algirfa takes a lot of curves that might compromise his exit, and as we can see here, Nap is getting ever closer and closer. Heading over to Curva Biasono. What will we make out of it in the Variante, sorry, the La Roche chicane. Now takes the move, makes the move and takes it away from Agrippa. Now Agrippa is now being harassed at the rear by Ryan Plangetin. 9th place. Will we see Ryan Plangetin upgrade his position up to 8th place? Getting close on the main straight now. Still fairly even on the exit. Exciting scene so far from these drivers. But let's see on the back, as we can see Jerry fighting for 10th place. Fighting for that 1 point against Julia Brown, and he makes the move around the outside of Julia Brown. Clean, clean, and clean. Let's head on over to Joshua Lee. He's currently battling it out with Julia Brown, but Julia Brown is still answering back on 10th place. But Joshua Lee tags him a bit. Joshua Lee tags Julia Brown just a bit. Just a bit. Faster than light takes the fastest lap time of 148.3. There we go, an incident between Joshua Lee and Julia Brown. Suchi now in... What is Suchi now? In 13th place at the moment. Now to make that 12th place gets the position away from Julia Brown. Not the drive that we want to see, but let's head on over to 5th place. V-Rec and Kandra still battling it out. Battle for 4th place. Here now as we commence. V-Rec, what happened there? Kandra just outbraked himself and he's letting the other drivers by. The bus now in 5th place. The bus have the inside against V-Rec here in Desmo. Desmo 2 maybe. Let's go on board with the bus. Oh, and fairly dirty on the exit as he takes a bit of grass on the exit, and now Kandra is just sizing up the bus now from his mistake. Oh, and Kandra might make them move down the inside, but the bus covers it off just in time. Now Naf is right behind up all this action. Let's head on over to Faster Than Light. They're battling it out with E-Cyborg. E-Cyborg still maintaining the position. He has the outside. He has the better line through Parabolica. Now Faster Than Light may have the slipstream against E-Cyborg, but I don't think he's using it quite. Still, this is still far away for a dive bomb, but we don't know. We might see an incident. No, still clean. E-Cyborg maintains that 2nd place. Let's head on over to guys in 8th place. What is happening between these drivers? Ryan Plangetin now in, what place is he? 6th place. Nice drive from the old race director, the previous race director. And now Julia Brown. Oh, Suchi backs out of it. Suchi still have a fight in this. Joshua Lee is now getting involved between the fight in 11th place. Let's get back to the action down in 8th place. What do we see from Kandra? Oh, very squarely for Kandra right there against Agafari. Still fairly quiet. Let's go back to Faster Than Light and E-Cyborg. What will be the outcome of all this action right here? Nothing. Let's go back to 8th place. And Kandra now. It's just there. Just there. Only 3/10 separating the car now, 4/10. So he's losing a lot of time on the straight. Probably Kandra has a higher downforce setup. That is not really what you want in Monza, but there's a monumental mistake from Agifari which loses out a lot of time against Kandra. That might be just enough, but Kandra dives down into the pits. Ooh, fairly squarely as he touches the grass. heading into the pit lane. But there we go. Let's go back in the front. Faster than light and Cyborg. Let's watch what will happen between these two. Still fairly close, but nothing still out there. Let's go back to Julia Brown. Ooh, sizing up Suchi right there. Might be an intimidation factor. He's trying to intimidate Suchi. Julia Brown now on the rear of that bumper. Maybe a lock tap right there. Oh, it's not clean. And now Joshua Lee now getting involved. Joshua Lee might make the move down the inside. Let's see what will happen. And Joshua Lee, no, backs out of it. He's still there. He's still biting back. He's still biting back. Go on board now with Joshua Lee. Ooh. There's a bit of a slip there as I heard from the engine. That's fair. Joshua Lee still maintaining the gap and maybe trying to get ever so close to Julia Brown. We might see a move being done on Ascari, but no. You want to keep it clean. Ascari is not the place to be in, but Joshua Lee getting closer, but Julia Brown gets the better and tidier exit. Slutty Cat now into the pits, as well as Key Cyborg. Faster than light. No, Key Cyborg still maintains the track position for now, but faster than light is still at the rear, still waiting for that golden opportunity to overtake. Let's go back to the action right at the back with Joshua Lee and Julia Brown. We might see an overtake now on turn 1. Julia Brown makes a defensive move. Makes it nice and tidy on defensive. They're squeezing. But what will we see against the two drivers? Joshua Lee takes full track advantage. Now has the inside on turn 2. But Julia Brown gets that tidier exit. Still side by side now. Over at Curva Biasono, sorry, butchering the corner names, but let's wait and see till we get to De La Roja chicane. Joshua Lee goes down the inside, no, backs out of it once again. Ooh, takes a large chunk of the curves as well. That will not be great for your exit, but he's still there. He is still there, hanging on to the rear of Julia Brown. And Julia Brown goes wide, goes to the grass, and Joshua Lee capitalizes on the mistake and gets the position, takes it away from Julia Brown. Like taking candy from a baby, but here we go. We might see Julia Brown maybe answering back on that mistake. No. Keeps it passive for now. Let's go into 5th place. There's a monumental battle going on for 4th place. Oh, they touch each other. Agipa just touched Ryan Plangitin. Not what you wanted to see and not what you wanted to feel as a driver. But still, Ryan Plangitin still clings on. But Agipa now might try to make the move against Jerry. But Jerry has the inside line, but it's gonna be switching up down to turn 2, but Jerry still maintains position for now. Ryan still in the fight. Ryan Plangitin still on 4th place. Monumental battle for 3rd place at the moment. Let's see all the action from the perspective of Ryan Plangitin as we go on board, heading over to De La Roja chicane. Let's see if Ryan makes the move on De La Roja. He goes for the move and gets it fairly easy. Ryan Plangitin upgrades his position from 4th to 3rd. Ryan Plangitin now down 3rd place. Now he might try and size up the move against Jerry. As the action dulls down a bit, we're still seeing what this race will develop now. Almost 11 minutes into the race. 11 minutes left in the race and 18 minutes in total that has been spent on the race. Fairly clean so far, no safety car. I think most of the drivers below the top. Oh, I have no insight on that, but I think most of the drivers have now made their pit stop as Key Cyborg has now dived down into the pits, still waiting. Jerry has now taken away the position from Key Cyborg, but I'm not sure if he has pitted yet. But Ryan Plangeton now on second place. How about that for the previous race director? Faster than light now, sizing up a move against Snap. Heading over to the main straight. Let's go on board now with Faster than light as he heads to the slipstream against Snap. I don't know about you guys, but the Z4 these types of GT3 cars doesn't really have the potential on slipstreams, but I think Key Cyborg is now heading into the mix. Not what you wanted to see for a driver like Nap, but Faster than light makes a mistake on going a bit too wide on that corner. Nap now looking to the left, look now on the right. Key Cyborg defending his position aggressively. Might make it on the exit. Oh, and Key Cyborg just covers him aggressively. Now Faster than light is getting into the mix. Not what you wanted, but Faster than light now tries to make the move down the inside. Ooh, a bit of curve has been knocked out of it, but still, Faster than light still not out of it. Let's go on board, literally on board with Faster than light as we can see the beautiful sun setting in Monza. We might see the drivers putting on their light. But for me it is getting quite a bit dark for the action, but as we can see, all the beautiful lights have been turned on the drivers' cars. Now Faster than light dives into the pits now. Naf can breathe a bit, just can relax, just breathe a bit more. As he's waiting for the pressure to develop in front. Key Cyborg now might size up a move against Kandra, and Kandra still maintains the position. For now, Naf might as well be involved into this battle. Let's go on board with Naf once again to see what is going on with the drivers in front. Over now to Del Rocha, still very clean between these three drivers right here. Still waiting for a monumental overtake to develop. Still keeps it very clean as we can see a bit of spark coming out against Key Cyborg's car. Might be an insight, maybe lower setup, and Kandra makes a mistake. Loses 2 positions in the process. Key Cyborg now back on 4th place. Now goes back in 5th place. And Kandra loses out 2 positions and relegated on 6th place. So, I just saw the timing screen there. Joshua Lee might size up a move on Julie Brown, maybe on Resmo 2. Maybe if he's careful with it. No, Julie Brown defends the position. And Joshua Lee loses out on the exit. Let's go back to the outboard view. On the trackside cameras, what will we see? Maybe a move on Ascari? No. Still fairly tight for these drivers. Three tenths separating their car. 2 tenths now. If I was Josh Joshua Lee at the moment. I would hold off and make the move on the main straight heading into turn 1. Let's go on board once again. What will we see on turn 1? Will we see an overtake from Joshua Lee, or will Julia Brown maintain his position for 11th place? Julia Brown aggressively defending the air. At the moment, Joshua Lee not taking the slipstream. There is advantage. Turn 1 maybe, no, still far away. Oh, he's outbreaking himself. Oh, not quite. Julia Brown gets a better exit against Joshua Lee, who tries to make the move on a later portion of turn 1. But gets nothing in the process, maybe even less than what he had before. Meanwhile, Jerry, 11 seconds away from Ryan Plangeton, who is on his own, running a race on his own. But okay, as we can see, Jerry has now died into the pits. Let's see if Ryan might make it to the pits as well. Yes, he did go into the pits. Slushy Cat perhaps will be adopting first place. And she has Slushy Cat once again back on the top. And where does that put Ryan Plangeton? Now he's in 5th place. Still into the pits, now back on 6th. Let's see what the others are doing. Joshua Lee still fighting against Julia Brown for 11th position. Back on top, we have in 5th place, we have Kandra against Jerry. Less than 5 minutes on this race left. These drivers have to hurry it up now if they want to make better of their positions. Ooh, and I think Kandra just go wide and outbraked himself. Unfortunate for Kandra. Losing out on Virek as well. Maybe Virek might have a better time against Jerry. Perhaps let's go on the rear wing view against Virek. Oh, Virek just slightly on the exit. Maybe takes a bit of AstroTurf on the process there. Action has nullified for now, but there we go. 4 minutes left on the clock. What will we see? What will we see from these drivers as Virek closes in, getting ever so closer and closer, watching out for that rear bumper, and Virek goes for the move on the outside, which is the better line in my opinion. And there we go. Virek might have the position for now, but I think Jerry might have the last lap against this. Let's see what will happen at the moment. Jerry takes advantage of the slipstream. Maybe will we see a monumental dive bomb heading into turn 1. Virek is not defending the position at all. Virek just closes the door against Jerry. Jerry still maintains 5th place and Virek now in 4th place. Jerry might be down, but he's still not out of the fight. Still wants to maintain that gap below 1 second. Now 0.8 of a second behind. Maybe somewhere might have the advantage. No. Virek now extending his lead and pulling away from Jerry. Virek comfortably sitting in 4th place. Very huge gap between the drivers as of now. Let's get head on over to Slushy Cat. So Slushy Cat, and look how she's doing in this race at the moment. Fairly relaxed, calm, and composed from the previous champion. Slightly jittery on the steering wheel for my taste, but still extending his gap away from Key Cyborg, which is now down to 7.5 seconds away. Let's go find where the boss is sitting at the moment. He is down on 8th place. And the closest cars that we have as of the moment is Julia Brown and Ryan Plangetin, which is eating away bit by bit, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Just under 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. But for my prediction, it might as well be we might as well be finishing the race in these positions. Unless something, of course, happens to the other drivers, which hopefully I did not jinx them. Julia Brown still in 11th place. He has to chase down Ryan Plangetin if he wants or she wants at least 1 point in the championship. But Ryan Plangetin is just comfortably moving away from Julia Brown. Once again, still extending. Rashika comfortably leading this race as she have lap traffic in front. Which the American has gratefully let the faster cars go by, and I like it when the back markers give way to the faster cars. Kudos from them. As of the moment, what is happening, what is going on right now, V-Rec into the pits might be serving a drive-through perhaps. No, he's stopping. He is stopping for his pit stop. Now, just after this lap, only 1 lap of racing to go, but as things look out, everything is still far away, and V-Rec now in 10th place, which gives Ryan Plangetin a buffer against Julia Brown. But still, we have 1 more lap to go. I doubt that V-Rec will do anything, but let's wait and see. Let's wait and see until the end of the race. Ryan Plangetin now getting ever closer and closer to Anemonism. His fellow countrymen indeed. Let's go on to the rear view of that cartoon car, comic drawn car, and Ryan Plangetin getting closer now, less than half a second for the gap in between them. Ryan Plangetin now ducks into the slipstream. Will we see him getting closer, heading over to the straight? As we can see, Ryan is just so much more confident on the brakes, and Ryan gets a better exit, and Ryan goes for the move onto the straight. There you go, Ryan Plangetin is now in 8th place, but still the fight isn't over now. Anemonism, right? Yes, right behind of Ryan Plangetin. He has to make it stick this time. He will defend for his life for that position right there. And Anemonism dives down into the pits, and there we go. Ryan Plangetin is now comfortably in 8th place, gaining more and more position as time comes by. Meanwhile, Slushy Cat on her final lap, heading over to Lesmo 2. And for the final time, rounding out, heading over to Sector 3. Scary. Really clean. Takes the liberty out of the curbs. Nicely done by the Thai driver. And what we can see what's happening in the back, Algebra might be making the move against Kandra. And put their hands together for Slushy Cat, the winner of race 2. Followed closely by T-Cyborg in second place. Nap on third place. Not bad. Still on the podium for Nap. Great race from him. Fourth place we have Jerry. Fifth place we have Kandra. Oh, I think there has been a move being done. It's still not done yet. It's still not done yet. I think fifth place goes to Algirfa. And sixth place goes to Kandra. Seventh place, the bus. Fairly damaged control for now. 8th place, we have Brian Plangeton. Not bad for the previous race director. 8th place, we have, or 9th place, we have B-Rec. 10th place, we have Julia Brown. 10th place, we have Josh Lee, or 11th place. Depends, everything is contradicting as at the moment. Surya down on 11th or 12th. Animanism in 12th or 13th. Suchi. Shark food. Ooh. Makes a mistake and is still there. Not bad. And wow, to close out Monza. I mean, it's an average race in Monza.
So, Hydra, do you have the list for me?
Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad.
Oh, you already posted it.
Not bad as of now, and there we go. That has been the first race of the GP Winter Series, BMW Z4 Cup. I have been my own, Jake, and I'll see you guys next time on the next round. Until then, we'll keep you posted and see you soon.